Hi everyone, this is Midwife Sally, and as you know, I promote maternal health, women's health, and all that. Yes, since I came back from Saudi Arabia, a lot of you have asked me a lot of questions in my on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. So I tried to just put one video together. I don't want to be talking to too many people at the same time because this one will take, she said this, she said that, screenshots and all that. So to avoid that, I just said let me do one video here on YouTube. And please, when you watch this, if you have any questions, just post it here, okay? The more you speak, the more mistakes you make. So I do not want to speak much. I just want one voice. And so if you have any question, just post it under the comment section and I'll be there to answer it. Okay, so the first reason why I left Saudi Arabia is that my contract has ended. So my contract was just 1 year. When you want to go to Saudi Arabia, they give you a 1 year contract, okay? So once the 1 year contract is over, your contract has ended. It is up to you to decide whether you want to continue or you do not want to continue the contract anymore. So it's a decision you have to take. Nobody is going to force you. They can persuade you, okay, that oh, stay, but they cannot force you, okay? This is by the Ministry of Health. And so if you have an appointment to go and work in Saudi Arabia, make sure that it is reliable. It is coming from the Ministry of Health. It is not coming from just anybody around or a reliable, like it is going to be checked, okay? In that aspect, you have to be safe, okay? So please make sure that you are going to be taken care of by their government or a reliable institution before you go to Saudi Arabia, okay? So the first reason. The second reason is that my family, okay? So I went, I've been separated from my family before. You know, when I was going to KNUST, I left my baby, but that was just one baby. And maybe because I was younger, it was easier for me because when you are young, you are able to take more risk than when you grow, okay? So I left my baby at 1 year for my mom. I went to KNUST and came back after 3 years. So when I came back, she was 4 years. It wasn't too hard for me, okay? But now the babies are 4, okay? And so I was thinking my children would miss me, but not knowing I had built so much, the bond between us was so strong. And so I started having separation anxiety, although my children were okay because I had my husband, my mother, there was another person, my sister. There were a lot of people to take care of my children, but I still felt that they needed me, okay? And so that is why, and the separation anxiety was so high. It was getting out of hand. I just felt like I need to go back to my children. I need to go back to my children. I need to go back to my children. And that was my first reason why I said, okay, let me leave it. My second reason was that, you know, before I left for Saudi Arabia, I started this Midwife Sally project and all that. And I just realized that my passion to continue helping my own people, my passion for what I was doing here in Ghana was higher than my passion for what I was doing in Saudi Arabia. Although it was fetching me far more, like a lot of money, I still could not connect, okay, to it. I just felt like what I was doing here, I loved it. Don't stop it, go and continue it. Yeah, some people try to be like, oh, you can still be here and be doing it. I do not think that it is the same, okay? Now you can call me on my people can call me, I can call them, I can attend their events and all that. And so I think the connections that I have built in my country and with my people was one of the reasons why I could not stay. And because I'm a social person, you couldn't, and integrating into somebody's community and being part of them, it doesn't take a day. And your contract given to you in Saudi Arabia is a single contract, okay? Single contract means that it doesn't include your family, okay? And your family can come there, but everything is on you, okay? And for kids relocating, it's not a joke. I don't think it will be that easy. When I go to Saudi Arabia and take my children, I hear that you have to their schools are free, but then they teach in Arabic, okay? My children speak English, and so if I want to send them to a school, it has to be an international school. International school payments for 4 kids in a foreign land, it's not going to be easy. And so it was so important that I come back and I return home. Okay, so that is one of the reasons that I came back. Okay, yes. And one of the things too I'll talk about is the feeling of belongingness. The feeling of belongingness. I just felt like they provided everything, they did well, but I myself, so the problem is with me, not with them. Okay, I did not have that feeling of belongingness, community. If something, here in my country, if I need something, if I have any issue, I'll call my brother, I'll call my husband, I'll call this, I'll call that, I'll call that. Maybe it was my first time of being displaced. Okay, so I just felt like, really, all the people that you could stand on, they are no more, like those kind of things. And so I really felt that that support system, I didn't really feel that it was there. And I just felt, when you talk about, I know a lot of nurses, so the hierarchy of needs, Maslow's hierarchy of needs, you need basic amenities, the basic things like food and all that. Everything when it comes to food is provided, your basic needs, which we had, and even it was even too much, like they did so well. Then you need security, feeling of belongingness. Okay, so when it comes to the security, when it comes to the physical security, everything is there. Like you wouldn't, it's safe than Ghana. Saudi Arabia is safe than Ghana. I have to say that it's safe, like super safe than Ghana. Okay, but there's this other form of security, like in case we are going to work there as professionals. One of the things that I felt that the risk I was taking to be there was too high than being in my own country. Okay, yes. And so I decided that I have 4 kids, I have a husband at home and all that. I thought about them in case there's any problem, what happens. Okay, although nothing during my stay, like maybe going to do something that would be legal. You know how working there or working outside, there are a lot of legal issues and all those things. I was just thinking ahead that if something happens, okay, so I decided that, with all these things, I wasn't really ready for it. I just decided that let me come back to my country where I feel safe, I feel I'm part of the community, there's a sense of belongingness and all that. Let me add that there are people who have been there for 32 years, 23 years, 10 years, and all that. I'm not saying that don't go. This is me personally, okay? Yes. Then I also, yes. Will you recommend? That's a lot of you are asking me. Will you recommend going to Saudi Arabia to other people? Yes, I recommend it depending on your needs. Even the 1 year has really made a huge difference in my own personal life. Okay, I must say that the 1 year economically it has really helped me. Okay, because they take care of everything. So economically it has helped me. I'll never say don't go. Yes, if you are ready to adjust and all these things that I have talked about, you can find a way of coping, then it is okay. I had something that I could come back to, like continue with from where I stopped with my midwife Sally and all other things that I have thought of. Okay, so it depends on you. Yes, how to cope. I would say that you need emotional intelligence. You need to be strong in your mind. You need to be strong in your mind because you're going to be displaced. Like for those of us who have never stayed with you have never stayed with somebody before, maybe with your parents, like you've always been secured and all that. When you find yourself in a new place, it's like all those support systems have been removed, and to some extent you're on your own, and you would have to find ways of coping and human interaction depending on where you find yourself. Okay, I was a family woman, and so just leaving everybody and being there was not easy for me. Okay, so that is one of the reasons that I put all together and I said, I'll still prefer to come back and continue what I am doing for now. Okay, I'm not saying I'm not going to travel again. It depends on what God brings my way, but for now I would be in Ghana. I would continue what I'm doing, and I'll see the way forward. In all, they really did well. They took really good care of us. They paid us on time. Okay, because a lot of us, the motivation is the money, right? So they paid us on time. There was no day they never paid us. Okay, our food, we were given food, we were given shelter, we were given everything just as they promised. Okay, but you can see that it was the issue was with me myself, not with them. Okay, and my reasons, I believe, are valid. Okay, so thank you for watching. If you have any questions, just post it under this video and I'll come and answer. As I said, please don't come to my inbox. Please post all questions here and I'll be very willing to answer, because I've seen a lot of people who come to my inbox and after that they screenshot and send it all over. I want to be able to say that this is what I said and I defended it. So please ask all my questions publicly. Thank you. Bye.